Hello, welcome in. It's good to be here. I'm going to be letting Spirit work through me, and we're going to be looking at whatever message comes out, whatever storyline I pick up on the airwaves. I just simply ask Spirit to channel through me so that the person who needs it most gets it at the right time. Okay. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for blessing this reading. I've already got my spirit guides with me, but I want to ask any beings in the non-physical who walk in the love and the light, if you want to use me as a vessel to get clear messages across for whoever may be watching this in the future, then please do use me as your vessel. Thank you so much in advance for all your lovely wisdom and guidance. Okay, they want one more of these, and then we're going to pull the cards. Someone could be feeling quite delicate right now. Right, the cards are prepared, but first of all, I want to start off with a couple of trinkets. Now, I'm using my energies to sort of pick these out. Okay, put my finger on one and then grab it, whatever draws me in. I've got my eyes closed right now. What's drawing me in? Okay, we've got the letter G. We've got the peg. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, many meanings to this. It's blue. So I feel like you could be sort of clearing up the clutter. There we go, got my words out. And, you know, really sort of, I'm getting this energy of you securing something meaningful to you. We've got the mustache here. All right. So you could feel like you've got to sort of disguise your energy from people who aren't particularly supportive. But also, this is a divine masculine symbol coming out also. Oh, and look at this. This is like a fractal raindrop. This is something cleansing and something pure and something from the heart. So I feel like this could be you. There we go. This could be you zoning into those fractalized sort of mindsets. Okay, I'm getting DMT vibes, you know, psilocybin, mushroom kind of vibes here. But it doesn't have to be. This could be you just connecting with the higher deities. And we've got the anchor. So yeah, I feel like something's definitely getting secured in your life. Now, you may have seen physical evidence of this, or this could be something like a contract being secured non-physically for you for the future. I'm going to pull more of these at the end of the reading, so we'll see how these sort of weigh into the reading. Okay, what's on the bottom? We've got justice. Okay, justice on the bottom of the deck, anchoring in everything, you know, universal law keeps everything in harmony. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Wheel. Again, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of investment, you know, a card of really putting our energy in the right place for it to bear fruit. King of Wands with the Ace of Wands. So this could very well be a powerful alchemical business move that you're making. And I'm getting there's a lot of power behind this with the Wheel. And on this Wheel card, we've got the Tree of Life. Okay, it's a crazy tree. All right, there's a rainbow on the card. There's a star. And a little sign saying Wheel of Fortune. So you could be seeing signs literally, you know, on the side of cars, on buildings, you know, actual signs that give you signs, if this makes sense. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. This is all about your work here. We've got Temperance, we've got Nine of Swords, and we've got the Two of Wands along with that Justice on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I'm getting there's something the Spirit really wants you to work on here, and they really want you to have faith in yourself with doing this work. Okay, I feel like you're conjuring up the strength and the confidence to go ahead with something. The Five of Wands is the main energy here along with this Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you've got to really, you know, pull up that inner warrior for some sort of business venture and know that you're good enough. Know that you've got the goods. Okay, this is about you standing your ground and being willing to get into the mix of things with the Five of Wands. This is a Leo card. Okay, so this is sort of like a card that says you are just as much of a lion as any other being. Okay, and that you've got this energy waiting for you to access it, and sort of they're showing me someone breaking through the ice, all right, and getting through to the other side. So this is a case of you chipping away and repeating things and letting your mind get used to the new version of you, because there's certainly something here they want you to work on and to be, you know, in a King of Wands mindset when it comes to executing it. This is all about execution of a powerful idea, something really powerful that wants to be born through you. I see the Nine of Swords down here, okay? So you could be working on, you know, balancing out. I'm getting that there's sort of maybe versions of you that maybe don't want to do this, and maybe kind of, you know, you're sort of trying to find the strength within you to really get moving here with this Wheel of Fortune and really start sort of planting those seeds that will flourish in the future for you. You see, we've got this big old apple on the card here, and I feel like this is what's waiting for you, this loot, this big sort of reward for you finding your strength and finding your confidence. Let's have a look. I'm going to clarify these straight up. Let's have a look at the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles again. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles on the table twice here. Someone could be moving from one career into another one, a whole new avenue. I'm getting with the Ace of Wands. We've got the Sky Queen here. So you could be, you know, surveying things without emotion when it comes to chopping off an old job or sort of escaping from some old responsibility, you know. Two of Pentacles here along with the Two of Wands down here. I almost thought this was the Two of Pentacles twice here. But there's some back and forth here in your sense of self, in your sense of who you are in the world and how you're showing up. And I feel like once you decide that, you know, there is a fighter within you and that you do have this power, this King of Wands power, I feel like everything will get moving for you. With the Three of Swords coming out in this positioning, I feel like there could be residual things that happen to you. This could have been recent or it could have been in childhood, but there are things that have happened to you in your life that have somehow made you feel like you aren't the sort of person who runs their own business, or you aren't the sort of person who is powerful. And Spirit's saying, you are powerful. You are as powerful as anybody else. It's just a case of you embracing that. I feel like you've got to go through. There are going to be sort of thoughts coming up for you. This is old momentum, you know. The momentum brings us habits, you know, tracks of thought that have become habitual. So they want you to understand that the mind can really focus. Ace of Wands, if you focus your mind, you will clear up all these old thoughts that may really be convincing. You know, it may really convince you that, you know, you are powerless sometimes, or it may convince you that you are this other version of yourself. But I feel like there's a real King of Wands energy waiting to be born here. We've got the Lovers coming up on the Five of Wands. And I really feel like this is you finding the heart, okay, the heart of a fighter. Maybe in your life you've had sort of negative connotations when it comes to being a warrior. Maybe someone convinced you that being a warrior was wrong because violence is this, that, or the other. But, you know, the path of the warrior is part of the archetypal structure in this reality. So we all need to learn how to fight in our own unique ways. This doesn't mean being violent. It means being willing to put yourself out there and to really back up your ideas. We've got an Eight of Cups here. Something, you're being guided away from something here. You're being guided to leave something behind and follow the pathway of the heart. Because I feel like your heart is tugging you along the pathway. They're pulling me to the charms. Like you've been pegged to do something, or you've been chosen to do something. We've got the Empress here with the Eight of Pentacles. So all your fears, my darling, all your fears and insecurities, it's just residual energy, you know, that we pick up on the pathway. And I feel like there are energies that aren't you anymore, but just because of habits of thinking or being around people who knew you from before, something is making you think you're this old version of yourself, when really, I think deep down you know who you are with this Empress card showing up, you know. And I think it's time for you to see yourself in your truest, most powerful light, because there's work here for you. Something about the Eight of Pentacles and the Empress. And of course, the fruit that the Empress provides is absolutely much needed on the planet. And it's bringing me back to the Seven of Pentacles. Like, people need your seeds of wisdom, or people need your seeds of love. People need you to plant your love in their mind. And also, you know, the Empress shows us what happens when we grow our own personal Garden of Eden. And I feel like something's pulling you towards it. There's some sort of garden of Eden, a paradise that needs to be created through you. Okay, we've got the Fire Kitten, which is the Page of Wands on top of the Temperance. I feel like they're giving me this example of what I can be like with myself, you know, when I've just had enough of anxiety, or I've just had enough of feeling like crap, and I just, you know, I've got crazy pagan ancestors, so sometimes we just get bored of ourselves and we're like, you know what, there's no room in this life for unconfidence, I'm just gonna get into warrior mode again, you know. And I feel like something's coming along here with Temperance and the Fire Kitten to really kind of let me show you these first, to really light your fire. Maybe you need to get back in touch with your inner child and allow your inner child some freedom, because we've got the Nine of Swords with the Fool card here. So this is about you, you know, taking everything you've learned and getting it into balance in your mind and moving forward and deciding you've had enough of whatever this Nine of Swords represents. It's you using your powerful mind to be like, no, I'm not putting up with this from myself anymore. I am the Empress. I am the Emperor. I get to decide who I am. And you know what, mind, you can speak to your own mind like this. You can be like, mind, I know you're trying to help me, but you're giving me old routines and old storylines and, you know, old momentum. We're going on this new pathway now. I feel like you need to speak to yourself like that and really coax yourself out of any feelings of unworthiness or not being good enough, because you've certainly got the Empress showing up on the table. We've got the Two of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. And again, this is, you know, these are cards of making a decision that will actually be practical in your daily life. Something you can do repetitively. This is being responsible. This is actually finding work that will kind of pad your nest out for life, you know, especially with the Empress on the table. This is about you getting cozy in your life and you really flowing out that love in a way that's viable for you. Okay, and doing work that you know is a real investment and that you can really get into, I would say, with this. Show me a couple more. There we go. We've got the Fire Queen. We've got the Queen of Wands on the table. So they want you to remember that you have this mind, this body and this soul that you can create whatever you want from. And I feel like this is going to be so victorious for you once you accept who you are. Again, they're telling me residual energies from a past situation could be leading you to some sort of self-sabotage, or, you know, there could be thoughts creeping up on you with this Nine of Swords that are old, that are done, okay? And that I feel like the universe is trying to make you see clearly are just echoes of the past. They're not real. They don't matter. This is all about you finding something that triggers that spark of life within you that makes you feel like you are truly a new person. And again, it's about that chipping away. It's about that resilience to keep repeating and repeating until the old habit is gone and the new habit is installed. So we've got the High Priestess here also. Okay, you've got some sort of positioning. Okay, they're saying you might not want, you know, to really put yourself out there in the world, but it's going to be far more successful than you think it will be. So this is definitely something calling you from your old way of life, your old habits, your old job, and wanting you to really make those decisions that are going to pad your nest and give you this beautiful paradise energy with the Empress. And really, I feel like this is going to be such satisfying work for you. And I do see you finding that new zestiness, because the Page of Wands and the Fool, some people call the Page of Wands the mini Fool. So this is about you finding lots of different things that inspire you until your inner fire is burning really brightly and powerfully. Observer card, number 49. I feel like this is a really reassuring energy that lets you know that, you know, you have a lot of guidance and guides around you who are trying to flow you energy right now so that you can really embrace who you truly are. We've got the Fates card coming out. So this is how sparkly they want you to be with the Fire Kitten and the Fool card on the table. They want you to feel reborn. They want you to feel and know that the past dissolves the minute you decide the past dissolves. And to really make those practical decisions for you. I feel like one of your ancestors is watching and they really want to know that you're okay in life. They really want you finding your groove here and knowing in your gloriousness. There we go. And we've got the poised card. Okay, so I feel like you're a lot more ready than you think you are to go ahead with something. Okay, there may be this need for flexibility here and to find a state of zen. Okay, I feel like you know that if you stayed in an old job or in an old situation, that there would never be satisfaction there. So this is an encouraging reading that's telling you everything's on your side for this new venture. Everything's on your side when it comes to you feeling rejuvenated and feeling supported by the universe when it comes to moving on from something and really sitting in your full power. Remember, we've got the Ace of Wands here. This is a card that says, whatever I point my mind at, I can create. You know, whatever I imagine, I can create. And I feel like you've imagined a lot of things, and now you need to give yourself credit as the alchemist of your own reality, that you are ready for this. We've got 48 to the 49. Okay, and the number 17 could be important to you, or 1 or 7, 4, 9, 4, 8. But there's this real need for you to know you're totally protected, and that something will go a lot more easily than you think it will go. Once you let go, right? Once you take the leap, something's not going to be the nightmare you thought it would be, or your anxiety will reduce, you know. Oh, a bit loud. But this is about you knowing, okay, with this Empress energy, knowing your true positioning, right? Okay, what else have we got? That was the butterfly. Let me grab it back out. There we go. Butterfly energy. Something is anchored in position for you. And I feel like you've been, you know, hiding your true nature as a magical being. And it happens to a lot of us. We have to fit in with the 3D. We rarely meet anyone like us. But they're saying there is going to be practical support for you on this pathway. Something is anchored in. Something is pegged for you. It's your role. It's your job. So they want you to transform here. And you know, again, with this fractalization energy, I feel like you're a multi-dimensional being and you've got so much coming in terms of downloads or whatever. Maybe sometimes it's a bit overwhelming with this Nine of Swords, but they want you to truly embrace your role. We've got the yellow M&M here. Okay, and again, they're telling me that you are like candy for people's souls and that you're needed somewhere. Okay, it is your job to be in the Empress positioning. It's part of your fate here, okay? It's really part of your destiny. So whoever this is for, you're going to know who this is for. And I feel like you've been getting signs and symbols from the ancestors, all right? Maybe you've had to hide your sweetness in the past, okay? But they're telling me you're a G, okay? G for gangster, okay? You're a spiritual gangster, okay? That's what they're telling me. So... and the blue ribbon, ancient accolades, okay, ancient knowledge, ancient gifts. This could be anywhere where they use blue as their main color. So in ancient Egypt, everything used to be painted with this beautiful, rich blue, richer than this color. And ancient Persia, they loved that blue also. The Tuareg, my ancestors, they love that rich royal blue. Okay, so it's time for you to take your royal positioning, my darling, and know that the forces of justice are right behind you and they want to see you shine here. They really want to see you relax and shine and relax and shine. So you can type that in the comments. I'm ready to relax and to shine. And I feel like those two are your key words, okay? Relaxing and shining, my darling. I hope this has given someone the kick up the bum they need, all right, to be who they truly are. I love you guys loads. If you want to join the Ship of Dreams, hit all those buttons, and I love you all a lot, okay? I'll see you soon. Mwah.